I think it's afternoon now. Yeah, it's afternoon. Hope everyone's doing wonderful. Whatever part of the day it is for you. I ain't got too much to talk about. I just wanted to pop in and see what was going on with you guys. Yeah. I don't know. It's some my energy ain't as high as it used to be. Usually be. Not used to be. Usually be. But we're gonna push on through this and we're gonna give it a go. I ain't gonna be on here long. I'm just gonna pop my shit and say what I gotta say and get off here and then boom boom bam. That's just what we're doing. Yeah. Um Today is what? Today is Moon Day. That's why I call Monday Moon Day. And on Moon Days, what do? We just be fabulous. Fabulous. We be great. We be always our authentic self. And we, me and I, just give me out a little view, or should I say, I'm giving you a little insight of my day. Yeah. But no, my energy is not as high. I don't know. I really ain't got nothing on my mind. I was just compelled to get on this live and see what will come out of my mouth. Because, a lot of times when I do my lives, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I just pick up the phone or whatever and jump on here and see what happens. hmm So, what is today's message? Let's see what I got. Y'all know I always got something. I was working on something, and I know it was y'all. How all of us got this, you know, energy flow. When I say my energy is not as high as it normally be, it's like I'm not in that space of being positive. And I can be so honest and truthful about how I feel. And that's just where I'm at right now. I'm not in this, happy high like I normally be. So, yeah, I was trying to find something. So, when it comes to the flow state, all of us got a momentum that has a particular type of frequency that we may have not acquainted with or even know it exists when it comes to our energy frequency. And when our energy becomes to be low, then that frequency will somehow take over because it's the signature energy flow of what's actually happening at all times. Whether or not you in a good space, mentally, that frequency is going to take over and is going to allow you to be able to do what you got to do throughout that day. Yeah. But it has its own flow, and that's the good thing about an energy. I mean, a energy frequency. It has its own flow, and the person, or should I say, what's in control of that flow is your state of consciousness. The things that you allow yourself to focus on a day-to-day basis. That is, you know, directing your frequency flow, and it's also telling your subconscious mind what to project within your reality, you know, on the day to day experiences as well. So, this is why when it comes to you controlling things, you don't have to force things because whether good or bad, things are always working out in your favor. But what I would like to say is there is never a bad moment. It's a neutral moment. And yeah, a lot of times you can get excited and happy about certain moments, but all moments are always neutral. It's the meaning we give the moment that makes it, negative or positive. But yeah, I don't know. I still ain't found nothing to read, so I'm just winging it right now. Whatever come off my dome, and that's good because, like I said, like a lot of times when I start a conversation about things, and I'm not, going off of reading, or I ain't going off of something that I heard the next person say, and I'm just really allowing, you know, my spirit to lead me. That's always a good place for me to be in instead of me going off of what is that? Going in the fridge now. Oh, she done made a potato salad. My mama did. All right. Okay. But I ain't got no big message or nothing to say. I just wanted to put that on y'all minds about how that y'all frequency is, it always go before you, whether or not you know anything about frequency, energy, subconscious mind or anything like that. Your frequency is always gonna be attracted things because you programmed it to do that for you. So if you in a limiting, you know, experiences, let me rephrase that. If you in limiting experiences, or if you in some type of state of consciousness that you feel like you stuck, then guess what's gonna happen? I'm from Brazil. Oh, that's nice. Thank you for joining the live. So when you in a certain type of state of consciousness, your state of consciousness is called your identity, not your name, your gender, or your environment. Your state of consciousness is the one, excuse me, attracting everything in your life. This is why you do not have to effort. This is why you are not in control. This is why you can't stop nothing from happening that's supposed to happen in your life, because you already have, you know, whew, excuse me, y'all. You already have, I can't even think of it right now. My mind is all over the place. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. But what I'm saying is, you already have programmed that particular frequency to bring in things for you automatically, automatically, without you being aware. This is why they talk about the subconscious mind more than the conscious mind, but it's still a part of your consciousness. But you talking about the more in-depth part of your consciousness, the part that you usually don't notice unless you paying attention to yourself, on whew, mm, on a frequent basis. Yeah, I'm finna get ready to wrap this up, y'all. I am, cause it ain't flowing like I wanted to flow. Then I just ate a freaking hot dog, and it's like I got heartburn or whatever that fast. I just ate two hot dogs. They was actually slaw dogs, and it's like I got heartburn. hmm So that's what I wanted to just put that on you guys' mind about the frequency flow and allowing the frequency due to you understanding yourself. When you allow yourself to be seen, when you allow yourself to be understood, not by the people, by yourself, by you. When you understand yourself, when you really get tapped in and tuned in to that higher source of yourself, that's when the magic started happening. But when you're not healed, when you're coming from a place of manipulation, trauma bonding, limiting self beliefs, and always blaming others, that is you coming from your lower self, which that's a frequency as well. Your lower self has a frequency, and your higher self has a frequency. But you can pretty much tell what frequency you are tuned into based upon the things that are showing up in your life, because you in reality are one. And what that means is that your state of consciousness is being projected out into the ethers of reality, and it has no choice but to come back and show you what state of consciousness you're in, how you perceive yourself, and how you perceive others. So, if you want to know actually what state of consciousness you're in, just pay attention to the things that are showing up. Pay attention to the things that you are always focusing upon, throughout your day. That'll let you know what kind of state of consciousness you're in as well. Because you cannot run from yourself because you are it. You are always the thing that is before you, whether or not you want to believe this is something that is within you or not, it's going to show up. It has no choice because it's your, how can I say, it's your universe. This is your self belief being projected out for you to experience. That's why people have different experiences because everybody believes different things about themselves and others. So when you in a lower state of consciousness, it's gonna really much it's gonna seem like you blocked, like nobody like you. But all it is, you projecting out your own, ideals or imaginations or thought processes within, the ether, like I just said. That's all you're doing. Projecting out your own feelings, your perceptions onto the ether. This is why a lot of times too that people who are sometimes always in that good feeling mood, a lot of people don't understand that because if you only dealing with self, what can really hinder you from feeling good about others if you know this aspect of you that's in front of you or that you are, dealing with at this moment in time is an aspect of yourself. So how can you hate something that you either overcame or overcoming or that you are very familiar with? You can't hate that. You have no judgment about it. All you have is, advice, something to help them be better able to see themselves as something that is capable of living their best life. Because a lot of people they hold on to these limiting beliefs and they hold on to the past and then they wonder why things of the past and things that are limiting are showing up in their life because it's their state of consciousness, it's their perception of themselves that is showing up. You cannot hide from your own energy, you cannot run from your own frequency, and you cannot manipulate something that is you. There is no manipulation. That's just you thinking that you can control something that already happened. When it comes to reality, when you dealing with experiences, you dealing with a lag. It already didn't happen. It already has happened, but as our consciousness is trying to interpret what's before us, we thinking that it's happening within the moment, but it's not happening within the moment. It already has passed. That's why when things show up in my life, I be like, oh my God, I remember when I was feeling this way, and then it's got to show up. And then I'm able to deal with it because it's like it's a shadow, it's a ghost. It ain't even real. Like, okay, I ain't got to respond, I ain't got to react, I ain't got to do nothing. Because I know I already dealt with this thing, but it still had to come and see me. It has to come and see me if I'm okay. Do I need any more guidance? And the guidance is coming from you as well. Everything is coming from you. Everything, anything is always coming from you. That's the big illusion that people don't understand because it's like, no, I just talked to my cousin. No, we talking about a state of being or perception, that aspect of yourself. It's an energy. It's like it's in an invisible form, but it's in a form, meaning like it's in a body. It has a name, but it's invisible. So when you're talking about energy, you're not talking about a person. You're talking about that state of consciousness, that state of being, that state of mind, the perception that this person is utilizing to experience their life, their reality. That's what you're always talking about. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. So this is why you're dealing with yourself pushed out. Everyone is you pushed out at every moment, all day, every day. It's always you. And the more you get familiar with yourself, meaning the only way to get familiar with yourself is for you to become present. Because a lot of people ain't present. They on autopilot. They think about what happened 2 years, 2 months, 2 days, but they ain't present. And it's in this type of world, it's challenging to stay present because so many things are before you, like your bills or a family member or whatever, your car. It's a lot of things that be before the person that they can't stay present. But see, here's the thing. I have a routine that I I've scheduled certain days and times in my life where I have to, reflect on things. So that's why when it's time for me to be present, I'm present. I'm truly present. I'm not thinking about nothing that's not right in front of my face. If it ain't in front of my face, if it ain't happening now, I don't allow that to get to me. I don't allow myself to create. See, this be the thing about people that don't understand. They be creating problems within the moment of now because that problem that you had 2 days ago that you haven't figured out, it may be happening, but it ain't happening now. That's the thing about being present. Because the more you think about something and you haven't had a solution about it, you recreating it in the moment of now. In the moment of now, you recreating it, but you don't think you doing it. So when I talk about the mind, I be like, y'all don't know how tricky the mind is because we've been so familiar with doing things a certain way, meaning our habits, that we continuously do it, but we don't see nothing wrong with it. So it's us against us. Like I say, if there's no enemy within, there's no enemy without. So if you're looking at a problem and there's nothing you can do about it right now, all you can do is go on with your day. And I can guarantee you, when you go on with your day, a solution gonna probably it's gonna have been showed up. If not within that day, it's gonna happen sooner than later. Because you know why? You released that state of mind. You released it. You're no longer looking at that. And so that's what I say about the observation. The observation, oh, I can't talk. The observer, right? The main observer is within. You have things that you observe within, and you have things that you observe within the external world, right? So if you observing something within yourself right now that is not happening right now, who's the freaking enemy? Where is the fire? Where is the urgency of something that is not happening right now? You conjuring it up yourself, but you don't think you're doing it. And so when you release anything that you do not have any type of, how can I say, understanding about, or if you don't have any type of solution for it, or if you don't have any type of clarity about something, you don't know how to move forward in this thing, then leave it alone. That's what surrendering is all about. When you surrender to something, it's gone. It's out of your observation. It's no longer there in your observation. You're not recreating something with that state of mind or worrying or fear or any of that. Thank you. You're not you're not using that state of mind to focus on something that you conjured up within yourself. Not saying that the issue or the circumstances or the situation is an illusion, which in actuality it is. Because if you use a wrong state of consciousness to behave or to take action on something, it has to come back to see you if you was in a wrong state of consciousness. So it was always you. You created the problem and now you finna create the solution. So it's just you and you and you in your realm of reality, and you're having multiple opportunities to experience yourself outside of yourself in a limiting way or in the greatest, grandest aspect that you ever could dream of. Yeah, what time it is? Because I got to get ready to go, y'all. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a beautiful DAZE. Because as always, we are always in a hypnotic state, and that's the frequency, y'all. When you in that hypnotic state throughout your day, you're thinking that things are happening because people are just mistreating you, or they don't know how to perceive you, or they just having a bad day, or I want to donate, but I don't have money. Oh, okay. Thank you. That's okay. Uh-huh. I'm doing stuff at the moment. All righty. Anywho, yeah, but it just be us, y'all, us against us. But our mind would trick us. It would trick us. It would deceive us, and we would start looking out for the enemy. We would start looking out for somebody to blame. We would start looking out for, you know, some type of some type of measurement in order for us to stop this pain. But anywho, you guys, I'm gonna get ready to end my live, and I hope everyone remember that this is your state of consciousness. When you look out into reality, it's only your state of being, your state of consciousness. The things that you are aware of is projected out for you to experience. So the more you learn about yourself, the more you can expand, the more you can experience, the more you can love, and the more you can appreciate, and the more you can be more compassionate and forgiving, and you know, just being your best version of yourself at all times, because there's nothing to fear but yourself and that wrong state of consciousness that you coming from when you are experiencing things within your life, within your reality. With that said, I'm out, you guys. Self-love is the best love, and self-care is the best motherfucking therapy. I like that song. Jamie Foxx. Woo! Why is it not cut off? Not, I said in and it's still going. Ain't that something? Woo. All right. Why is it still on? This is crazy. I ended my live about a minute ago and it's still running. It's like, not today. You finna stay on today. No, I'm not. I said and I mashed in 3 times and it's still on. They don't want me to go nowhere. Y'all really don't want me to go nowhere, do it. I gotta go, y'all. It's time for me to go. I gotta wrap this up. I gotta wrap it up. Wrap. It don't want me to end it. This is crazy. I help that shit in. Is it go there? Oh my gosh.